But you got mad that I brought up Duck Mama, who had one child that got rolled over and killed, another child that got burned in a fire, and y'all just saw a story. What was it, last month? That black dude ran back in that fire to save his twin daughters and burned his face. How many of y'all saw that story?
I did.
So let me get this straight. Black man, his daughters are inside of a building. When he was outside, and this is how funny it was, the mother made her way out. The mother is the one that told him the twins are still in the house. How did she make her way out? Why didn't she go back in and burn herself up?
Because the men are
Why
the
did she wait on the man?
protectors. The men are the
Yes.
protectors.
So quit telling me that black women can raise black boys as good as black men. No, they can't. Because when somebody run in the house and get ready to kill up the house, the black woman is running. How many stories have y'all heard about black woman brings in her boyfriend, boyfriend whoops her ass, her teenage sons end up going to try and that story was sad. Teenage son tries to fight the boyfriend, stop him from whooping her ass. He stabbed and killed one and put one in critical condition before he ran away. Everybody felt sorry for her. She brought that thug nigga around. Dads don't have that problem. When's the last story you heard of a dad bringing an ain't shit bitch in and she killed his kid? When's the last time you heard that? Tell me that story. Go on. Tell me the story about the black man. What would y'all black women say if there was a black man who was in the house with his kids? He was in the house with his kids. A fire happened. He got out of the house, but his kids burn up. Would y'all feel sorry for him? Or would y'all say how that nigga got out of the house without his kids?
They call that nigga a coward.
Thank you.
Already know.
I have one question.
Hmm.
Do you think that this can change in our lifetime? Do you think you can see in our lifetime where this stereotype or this actuality of the majority of black women, how they are, do you think that it can change?
I think the only way it's going to change is um, an extinction level event needs to happen, meaning there has to be something where we almost are getting put back in slavery to where black women will then say, I have to turn to my man. I have to respect this dude because he's going out here and he's going to have to lose his life to fight for us. Right now, we're not important to black women because they don't need us. The white man supports them. The white man gives them um, clothing. The white man gives them food. The white man gives them housing. They get that from the white man. They don't respect black men.
There's
It
one
will only
last
change.
thing. Oh, sorry.
Huh?
No, I was just going to say the majority of black women are attracted to black men, regardless of what they say on this app about divesting and all
Hmm.
the rest of it. So, do you think if the majority of black men just said, we're not giving you any dick, do you think that could be a solution?
It would be, but here's the problem: the black men are raised by those black women, so they look up to. If these black men have fathers, all the black men with fathers, they don't put up. Not all of them. The majority of black men who had active fathers, they don't put up with bullshit. But the majority of black women who had active fathers, they don't either. But the number is so low. Remember, 76% of black children are born out of wedlock. That only leaves 24%. You know what's ironic about that number? Only 24% of black women will ever see marriage in their lifetime. 24. Why do those numbers add up perfectly? 76 and 24.
It's ridiculous and it's painful. And it can be humorous. I mean, I've been cooking, listening to you, Tommy, and I'm howling with laughter and shock. I mean, the conversation escalated so quickly. You started off all calm. That woman came on stage. It just went wild. But even after being entertained and everything, as you say, you just kind of think, okay, it's funny, it's entertaining, but wow, like what? Just wow, like what is going to happen in another generation? That's all.
I've done shows where I was funny, humorous, and rude. And when I got off the show, I cried like a bitch. Because no matter how much I was joking about that, it was realistic to me that this is the prospect of chicks I got to date. One of the most tiring things about me is I know I bring a lot to the table, and I still have to be in relationships with people who just naturally are assholes. And you tell them they're being an asshole, and they keep not noticing that they're doing it. But you know for a fact that they would not be laying up under or being near a white dude with a I don't give a fuck attitude. I can act like I don't want to be here, but be there. Because it's weird that we do this. And it's not just one person, it's another person and another person and another person. And I always thought to myself, I would never be around someone I can't show them that I'm happy to be around them. Why would you do it? But we raise our kids that way. Our kids don't even know if they're wanted in the household because we'll tell them how they get on our nerves. I'm tired of you, motherfucker. We quick to tell our kids I'm tired of you before we quick to tell them I love you. And most black boys can tell you they've heard their black mother tell them, I'm sick of you, I'm tired of you, you get on my
I
nerves
said it
more
before.
than they've heard, I love you and I'm impressed by what you've done.
Yeah,
Facts.
to be honest, I never heard my mom say that on God, but I still love her though.
See?
Wow.
I think that leads
Wow.
back to what I was saying before. Like some of us is raised off love, some is raised off survival.
Yep.
It's two different
But
things.
she showed love, but she never said I love you.
But that's what I'm saying. But they'll tell you getting on their nerves.
Yeah, but the way of
They'll tell
showing
you they're
love
sick
is
of you.
buying you new sneakers, new clothes. That ain't really what we need. But that's how we distinguish what love is.
Hmm.
And
My
she was
daughter knows she,
and
and
she
one of
was
the
in
hardest
and out
things
of
I had to
relationship.
do, one of the hardest things I had to do was learn how to hug and kiss my daughter. Learn how to tell her I love her all the time, that I'm proud of her all the time. Because I didn't know how to do it because I didn't see it. I actually feel uncomfortable telling somebody I love you. So I had to get myself in position to say it because it's the right thing to do.
I know the
I'll
feeling,
be
bro.
dating a
That's
chick and will tell her, stop doing this. I feel bad if you keep doing it. The motherfucker will keep doing it. And you got to say to yourself, either they feel that little about you or it's so ingrained in them to be an asshole that they don't know how to be anything different.
use it against you.
I think
I,
they angry. I think they angry at black men too. Like we angry, or you
So,
might be angry
Tom,
at them.
yeah, but I'm
can I ask
angry at
a
them. But when
question?
I date them, I can point out something to you. Any girl I've ever dated, ask them how I treated them. That's what's
Yeah,
funny. Any black girl I've ever dated, they'll say, well, the nigga's actually a really good dude. I don't treat you, what you hear me yelling and shit on the show, I ain't sitting up here just yelling at a bitch for no reason. I'm literally sitting up there, the bitch wants something to eat, I get it. I make up the bed, put the bitch covers over the bitch, but the bitch will jump in the bed and wrap herself up in the covers before I get in it. And I keep thinking, when I was dating a white chick, I would never see it every time I get ready to get in the bed, or half the black chicks. But in general, you don't get in somebody's bed and wrap yourself up in the covers and then they come in the shit that they work themselves and they got to get your ass out. But these motherfuckers don't give a shit. They're selfish. They don't think about it. And then when you say something, it pisses them off instead of them saying, well, let me work to get better. They're like Ben Simmons. You couldn't tell Ben Simmons that Ben Simmons need to get better at basketball. This fucker said, fuck it, trade me. That's what most black women do when you tell them, baby, I need more of this. You look like a punk asking for it.